prestigious.
Yeah. What's up, everybody?
Oh, yeah.
Stomping a mud hole.
Yo. It's the Wrestling Uncensored Ringside Report Network. WWE Elimination Chamber Watch Along.
What's that theme song? It's like Mr. Perfect's theme song. You know?
Yeah.
The man bun is gone.
Oh, Seth's man bun's deteriorated. Oh, I was talking about how much I love the man bun. Adds a lot to his character. It makes him more modern.
Yeah, but now he's serious, Seth Rollins. So now it's all business.
He should redo it. He should tag out and put the man bun back on.
I'm getting no volume on your mic right now.
Well, what about my mic? You hear me, right?
Yeah, okay? You're good. You're good.
Yes.
I'm hearing nothing from you.
Am I on?
Barely. Go again.
Hello.
You might be getting the feedback from me, perhaps, if you can hear him a bit, perhaps. Is that it?
I don't know what's going on. I don't know. You guys aren't hearing him though, right? I don't think he's getting picked up. Go again.
Hello, everybody. How are we doing tonight? Hello. 1 2.
1 2 1 2. I don't know. You guys picking him up? I feel like he's not very loud. Go again.
Hello, everybody. 1 2 1 2. Watching Elimination Chamber.
Something's up with your mic.
Well, they've taken the advantage now, Street Profits. It's going very slow, though. I mean, that was really a cold tag, I guess. Kind of disappointing, actually. And now we're just into let's trade wrist locks.
Not much of a hot tag.
Well, that was horrible. Hot tag. It was a cold tag. It was bad.
House of Ice.
And now, now they're double teaming. Okay.
I don't know. He's much lower. Freddie's saying he's much lower. We're trying to figure it out. We're trying to figure out the deal.
I guess just yell.
Well.
Ish.
Give me again.
All right. Oh, that was a nice spot.
1 2. Check. No, man. It's nothing going on. I don't know what the hell the deal is. Yeah, everything's plugged in.
We're getting a lot of jiving here from the Street Profits. Oh, they're in command.
Go again.
And they just
1 2 1 2. Watching the Street Profits.
I don't know.
Where's Seth Rollins' man bun?
You have to wait for the next match. Now I have the Street Profits winning this, making sure there's no actual title changes on this pay-per-view. I say the title changes for WrestleMania.
We'll try and fix it. We're working on it. Let's see now here. Try this.
All right, 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me out there? You guys are good though, right?
Oh, I think you're good now.
Yeah?
Yeah. Can you hear? You can hear me, all right? Right? You guys can hear me. I think we're.
Yeah, that's important.
I think you're good now.
Okay. All right. Welcome back, everybody.
And out of nowhere, Seth Rollins got the advantage back.
Saw man bun.
I don't know what's going on here. We're having audio issues, but I think we got it fixed now. So what's happening in the pay-per-view? God damn.
We went back and forth on the advantages here.
And
there was no build. They just suddenly, now we have the advantage. They're just in and out of the ring, in and out, switch the advantage.
And John and I were discussing what exactly is the smoke the Street Profits speak of. Do you know what we want the smoke means?
Yeah, it means we want it. We want you to bring it. We got a super chat here from Daniel Winston. Super chat.
That's kind of what you're saying.
Thank you,
oh,
Daniel.
Danny boy.
Daniel's got a question. How do we feel about the Undertaker making his return? I feel pretty good about it. I like that Undertaker showed up in that AJ Styles match. I thought it was a great move to bring in Undertaker. This pay-per-view needed something. It needed a little bit of sizzle. We have no World Championship matches on this. Goldberg's not defending. Brock's not defending. It's supposed to be a big event. It's in Philadelphia. It's the last pay-per-view, whatever you want to call it, before WrestleMania.
Whoa. Oh, almost on his feet.
Johnny, are you good?
I think I'm good. That was a backflip almost on his feet.
Yikes.
Oh, man. Now, apparently, me and Johnny are, low.
That was an unfortunate switch.
Oh.
Well,
how about now?
Welcome back to my show, everybody.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, now it's your show.
That's right. I'm taking over. Whoa. This Montez Ford is quite the athlete.
Fantastic, actually. Yeah.
God damn.
Oh, it seems like a dive.
Is it?
Yeah, dive.
Puts the headband. Here we go.
I don't know. I think we're all right. I'm not sure. You guys hearing us all right? Derek John checking in with the super chat. Thank you, Derek.
Thank you, Derek, man.
Freddie's saying he thinks we're good. Freddie's running some operations.
All right.
Thank you, Freddie. But yeah, I like that Undertaker came back because, it sets up his match with AJ Styles for WrestleMania very well.
Yeah, it was a really good use of him. He didn't have to make his long entrance. Just came in, choke slammed AJ, and then disappeared out.
I agree. It's just great to have the Undertaker back for WrestleMania season. It just feels like it's a missing part of WrestleMania if you don't have the Undertaker match.
Yeah. They skipped it one year, didn't they?
They skipped it last year.
Yeah, last year wasn't just...
Felt like it was missing.
Yeah, there was a missing feeling last year.
And it was the Undertaker. I mean, I get it. It's not as good as it used to be with Undertaker, but if it's not great anymore, end it. Give him an ending.
Well, they kind of did after he lost to Roman Reigns, left his hat and his jacket, and he acknowledged his children and Michelle.
And then he came back.
I know.
It's not over. End it. But give him an ending. Don't just say, oh, well, he's not
what do you do now?
I have no idea what you do now. It's a great question. Because they've done everything, right? They ended him twice. Brock ended him.
He should cut another one of those promos like he did that one time. Like on a Raw, he showed up not in his Undertaker getup, but in a sweatshirt, sweatpants. It was talking about Vince.
Yeah, that's
should do that
right before American Badass, I think.
Yeah,
yeah.
I want to see that Mark. I want to see the Mark Calloway.
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, he seems to be
drop the gimmick, just be the man.
No, Undertaker.
That's the way to go out.
Is gonna be dead man. He's gonna go out as a dead man.
He's strictly Taker on everything he does, even out of WWE. He's doing just Undertaker stuff.
Yeah. I thought it was cool that he showed up. I thought that was a nice moment. I thought the match with AJ and Alistair was really good.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was a really good match.
And Daniel Bryan, Drew Gulak, a hell of a match to open the show.
Oh, that suplex that Bryan took on his head was disgusting.
That shooting star off top of the Elimination Chamber, that was nuts.
It's been a decent show so far.
Yeah, the shooting
not as awful as we thought.
That was Grand Metalik that did that, right?
No, it was...
Was it Lince Dorado?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I knew it was one of the Lucha guys. And then they get eliminated before Ziggler and Roode even enter the match. They were super impressive. They were really awesome. And then, boom, they get eliminated. It was kind of
you knew that going in. Hit your big spots, then you're out. That's what happened to everybody.
And also, once the heavy machines got into the ring started looking a lot smaller.
Yes. They kind of needed to get rid of people.
Yeah, those guys are big.
There's too many teams.
Tucky!
Oh, Tucker. That flip he did off the pod.
That was cool.
That was amazing. A rare showing of athleticism from Tucker. He did something.
No, he's good. Tucky's good. I like Tucky.
He does moonsaults. He's very athletic.
So Bryan beat Drew Gulak in the opener. That was, I think, match of the night so far.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Well, because I had low expectations for that, so that's why I think it was really...
Why do you have low expectations for a Daniel Bryan match?
Well, I mean, Drew Gulak comes out of nowhere, and you have to take him seriously.
He's a solid wrestler, though.
Well, he showed that he's very solid against Daniel Bryan. He worked. His whole, I know your weaknesses. He actually played into the match.
They told the story.
Yeah.
There was one time where Bryan was going for a kick, and Gulak caught it, and Bryan gave him this look of oh, you're not supposed to do that.
Right.
And then he got thrown to the corner, and he couldn't solve Gulak. It was really good storytelling. I felt like a Bret Hart match, like one of those throwaway matches he has on Raw.
Right.
But that guy for some reason gives him a bit of a run for his money. He has a match with Hakushi or Jean-Pierre Lafitte or something. And it's
because a lot like Bret the Hitman Hart, Daniel Bryan makes every match fantastic. He doesn't have a bad match. That's why his match was so good with Drew Gulak. He can have a great match. He can have match of the night with anybody on the card because he's the best wrestler in the WWE, and that's why I think he should be at the top of the card. I think that's why he should be the world champion most of the time. He should be the main event. He's wrestling Drew Gulak in this kind of throwaway match. It's match of the night because Daniel Bryan.
And he's opening the show, so it doesn't seem like he's going to be main eventing WrestleMania.
He's probably going to be in the Battle Royal.
No, he'll get a match, I think. I say Nakamura still. Still do that match. It's a great match.
Just a one-on-one. Nakamura's not even the...
Just have two great wrestlers fight each other. Mm-hmm. That's it. That's all you have to do. People love that.
It might be on the pre-show, though.
No, you got to put that on the main show. Again, first match is fine.
They love doing those matches, taking those matches. You think, oh yeah, that'll be on the main show, and then you just like the day before, they're like Daniel Bryan Nakamura pre-show, and you're like, what the hell, Vince?
They're not doing Daniel Bryan Nakamura for what? Unless maybe Nakamura wins the Intercontinental title tonight.
That's true. It's the next, right? I guess.
Probably
Taking on Braun.
Well, it's Nakamura, Sami, and Cesaro in a 3-on-1 against Braun for the Intercontinental Championship, which I don't really understand because like who wins the title?
Well, whoever
Sami.
gets the pin, I guess.
Whoever gets the pin?
Or they New Day. They're all the champion.
Yeah, sure.
I don't
Why
know.
not? Why not?
I don't know.
Those are 3 wrestlers I'd love to see be a champion. If they're all champions at the same time, why not? Could be a good way of having it, you know?
It'd be funny if they gave it to Sammy because he doesn't really wrestle and he could just like kind of sneak in a win kind of thing. That'd be kind of cool if that happened. But I don't see it happening though.
Apparently, Sammy is like
neither.
really like diminishing his wrestling role. He really wants to be a manager. I think, and injuries have caught up to
Longevity.
him.
Wow.
He'll last longer as a manager than a wrestler. That's
And
for sure.
his shoulder though was getting kind of chronic there towards the end. Like it was always giving him problems.
He's had that before he was in WWE, so
Yeah.
makes sense. Looks like the pad just came off right there a bit.
He's still doing improv here in Montreal every now and then.
Toronto too, if I'm not
working on his
mistaken.
promo skills.
Oh, forward up, big splash. Oh no,
Oh, double
Seth,
knees.
double knees. 1, 2. No. Seth Rollins and Murphy against the Street Profits right now. We have not really been talking about this match that's going on in front of us.
Well, it went back and forth a lot, and then suddenly they got the hot tag.
Well,
finally.
the AOP were kind of ringside for Seth and Buddy, but the Viking Raiders came out and attacked them, took them out.
Well, they needed something because it seemed like they were kind of outgunned here. No Kevin yet, too.
Yeah, Kevin Owens hasn't shown up. Do you think he cost Seth and Buddy the match, or the Street Profits win clean, or
That pad's
Seth
pretty
and
much down.
I thought Seth and Buddy might retain here.
I say no title changes, so I'm hoping Profits win.
I'm good, thank you.
Oh, looks like again the pad's kind of off, but they didn't really sell that whatsoever on commentary. Oh,
Daniel
double knees.
Winston says his teacher daughter is a wrestler, and she dates. It says Brunch Strowman, but I think he means Braun Strowman. So his, I guess, daughter is a teacher
Okay,
and a wrestler, and is currently dating Braun Strowman.
that's cool.
That's pretty cool.
Can you send us a picture?
Yeah, of Braun Strowman with your daughter, and maybe do you have a picture of you and Braun Strowman? That'd be cool. Like, how big are you, Daniel Winston? Daniel Winston's daughter is dating Braun Strowman. That's pretty cool.
Likes big guys. That's all right.
Yeah, I mean, like if I stood next to Braun Strowman, it would look hilarious because I'm like 5'6", 5'7". I'm not a big guy, so standing next to Braun Strowman would be like, what? You know? Be
Well-
like a child standing next to Andre the Giant or something. You know, Braun is a huge dude. He's like what, 6'7", 6'8".
Have you seen
Big
Big Show's
dude, man.
wife?
But yeah, Big Show's wife is like
Bess?
like
I
not
don't know her name,
not
but-
very
Her name is
tall.
Bess.
Okay.
He's got a tattoo. Big Show.
I know everything about Big Show's private life.
Yeah, we love the Big Show here.
Big shout out to Paul White if you're watching. We love you, big guy.
We love you.
I guess
Oh, not his daughter, his teacher's daughter. Okay, okay.
Oh.
His teacher's daughter. Okay. I thought he said his daughter was okay.
still
Like
that's
my
cool.
teacher daughter, yeah.
Still.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't quite get that.
Okay, there's a double team move coming up here. There's double suplex, double superplex. I'm guessing they're gonna block this.
Double super
Oh, no.
superplex.
Tower of Doom.
Oh, it's a Tower of Doom. Oh, everybody goes down.
I'm getting kind of sick of that move.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't think they really hit.
Anytime you see that kind of double suplex, you're like, no, wait for it. Wait for someone to run into the powerbomb position. Wait. Oh, okay, there it is. It's too telegraphed.
What a maneuver.
Surprisingly, I don't think we saw that in the Elimination Chamber with so many tag teams.
It was a good chamber.
It was
Not-
all right.
You know, it was all right.
Oh,
Not the
there's
best
Kevin.
chamber you ever seen. There's Kevin Owens coming through the crowd.
With popcorn?
Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. It's Kevin Owens.
Yeah, popcorn.
Kofi
I
Kingston.
I thought it was corn pops actually for a second, but no.
Kofi Kingston took some nasty bumps
Not
in
my
the
daughter,
chamber
my
match.
Yeah.
teacher's daughter
His
dates
knees
Braun
on the pod,
Strowman.
that was nasty.
Otis.
Jumping up, yeah.
Otis
Yeah.
going through the pod was pretty cool too.
It was cool, but
Going through the pod to the floor, that's a good bump.
more storytelling than what Kofi took. Kofi took some nasty bumps.
I wish they found a way to make the pod shatter. That would have that would add a little extra dramatic effect.
Right.
See, it just kind of go like boom, like the same thing. Like looks like a toy set.
Yeah, he's supposed to be out after that. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, he threw popcorn in Seth's face. Oh my God, popcorn, brother.
You can't do that to cult
It's in his
leaders.
hair.
Oh, Seth doesn't like it. He doesn't like the popcorn.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
Counts.
Jesus.
That wasn't that bad.
I mean, if from the side, like...
He's offering popcorn.
Is that Angelo Dawkins?
Yes.
It's not D'Angelo Dawkins. It's Angelo Dawkins.
Angelo Dawkins. I think...
Oh, double powerbomb.
No, I'm thinking Brian Dawkins. That was that
Oh,
was
they
the
got
football player.
Murphy.
Oh!
Not even on
No,
table.
yeah, like, that was rough.
Ouchies.
Like more on his
I
butt.
thought they were gonna whip him into the barricade, but they got short of the barricade.
And
They
just dropped him
powerbomb Murphy down hard on the floor.
That hurt your spine.
Finish.
Spine buster, big splash from Montez. 1, 2, 3. Street Profits retain the Raw Tag titles. They beat them clean.
Well, not really. I mean,
Well, they got a little help from Kevin Owens throwing popcorn. What did he do to Seth other than throw popcorn?
And the
Distraction.
Viking Raiders came to take the AOP out of the picture.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, that didn't really.
But, good job.
Yeah, it wasn't a terrible match. It was all right.
Passable.
It was all right.
Well, it's tough because we've seen the Elimination Chamber. There's so many crazy spots in that, and then to have that match, it's kind of tough to follow up. But I mean, it's still all right though.
It's been a good pay-per-view, though. Like, surprisingly good considering it's kind of a nothing throwaway deal, right?
Well, I think a lot of the people there know, like, we gotta shine a bit here because a lot of people feel this is not a great pay-per-view. There's no WWE title, no Universal title,
Is Bailey wrestling?
no women's championship.
Why isn't Bailey
matches.
wrestling?
I don't know why Bailey isn't defending her title.
She should really be setting up a program for WrestleMania in some way or form.
Nothing's going
No.
on with Bailey.
That's disappointing.
So no like star-studded matches. So they really have to.
Are Charlotte and Rhea doing anything? Like,
No.
I'm really surprised how little they're trying to build Rhea Ripley. Like,
I don't know about that. I mean, they built.
I
it
know
pretty good.
nothing about her. She's a
You gotta watch
biker.
NXT,
Is she a
that's it.
biker? Is she?
More of a punk, I think.
Is she?
Yeah.
Or a metalhead? I can't tell. With Triple H's influence, everything is like heavy metal.
Mad Max.
Everyone's got
Mad Max.
everyone's got the same theme song. Everyone's
Yeah,
got the
she's
leather
kinda like Triple
jackets.
H.
Everyone's got the same tattoos.
Oh, Kevin's in the ring.
It's Triple H.
Oh, here comes Kevin Owens and a stunner on Seth Rollins.
Big pop.
All right, Pop.
Nice bump.
And he continues to eat popcorn and leaves the ring.
Stone Cold Steve Austin guests on Monday
Oh,
Night
he dropped
Raw a week from
popcorn.
tomorrow.
All over Murphy.
Oh, more popcorn throwing all over Buddy Murphy. Or is he just Murphy or is he just Buddy?
Just Murphy.
I think he should be just Buddy. Just Murphy's a terrible wrestling name. What's your wrestling name? Murphy. Terrible. Terrible. There are guys walking around called The Rock, The Undertaker, you know, even AJ Styles, even Seth Rollins. This guy's got to be called Murphy. Awful.
He's not your buddy, guy.
Yeah, I mean, it's terrible.
Not your guy, friend.
I'm not your guy, buddy.
Yeah, exactly.
Terrible.
Well, at least Kevin Owens was on the pay-per-view.
Yeah, but like, okay, Kevin Owens is setting up a match with Seth at Mania for nothing. What's the match for?
Vengeance.
Vengeance? It's a grudge match, brother.
Yeah, exactly.
They need a stipulation.
Sure, okay.
No DQ.
Hair versus hair?
Not so much.
I don't know. Bald Seth would be kind of cool.
Yeah, well, that's
Bald
much
Seth.
Kevin has been kind of bald before anyways. Like, he had very short hair, so it's not a big difference. I don't know, maybe like one gets banned from Raw. That'd be kind of a good
That doesn't
daughter
work
works
anymore.
for
No one
the
cares
United
about
States.
loser
For
leave
Calgon
blank.
Saga.
You know they'll end up
There's gonna be a
somewhere
draft,
else.
No, after the WrestleMania?
Is there?
Isn't there always like a draft after WrestleMania?
Hey, just have a draft.
Didn't we have it last year in Montreal? I remember
What is
that.
this?
FCW.
What are they doing? Some sort of
Like a
promo?
documentary about how great Bill DeMott was?
Well, Bill DeMott was there. Steve Kern was there.
Wow, they've really run out of documentary ideas for the
Yeah.
WWE Network
Here's like people you're seeing now.
that were in developmental 7 years ago. Here's FCW.
Let's remember when. The lowest form of conversation.
Daniel Winston, thanks for the super chat here.
Man, he's amazing.
Teach daughter, Sir Rachel Gonzalez. I don't know. I'm not really understanding what you mean. I mean, thanks. I don't know.
He gave the name, I guess.
Yeah, but I don't understand my teach daughter works for you next. Her name is Reiko. I don't know.
That the girl, the lady who's dating Braun Strowman,
yeah,
maybe?
but like works for. I don't understand
It works for you.
The context.
I don't understand the comment, but
appreciate it.
yeah.
It's cool insider information.
Yeah.
Wow.
He seems to have a lot of insider information. He had information last night about the UFC. It's good, man. Good man. Daniel Winston out in Texas.
I think he'd like AJ a lot. I'm sure they have a lot of good insider
Who
information.
doesn't like AJ? AJ's a good time. We had a big party here on the YouTube channel. What happened here? Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me? What's going on?
1 2 1 2.
Yo, yo, yo. Are we back?
Noises.
I think we lost sound for a minute, and maybe we are
Got
back.
it back? It was like a blimp.
Something
Get a groove
happened?
back?
Did we have a deal? Are we back? I don't know. We should be. I think we're back. As far
with
as I
his
can
hair?
tell, everything's working. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Braun's hair.
We're having audio issues tonight, man. What the hell?
What's that title? Is that the Intercontinental title? They changed it?
Yeah, they changed
Man,
it.
I am out of the loop.
You don't watch SmackDown. And we barely cover SmackDown. So
I just
get
I
it.
just listen to Wrestling Uncensored.
That's
Yeah,
on
sounds
us.
back.
But this was their contract signing that they're showing right now. The on SmackDown that happened.
Oh, I see. We're having all sorts of weird
Glitches.
sound issues tonight. I don't know what's happening. Sorry about that, guys. But
I like that Sami
it's
Zayn.
Fixed. It's fixed. We're back. He said, or Daniel Winston says, he meant to say she works for NXT. Her name is Raquel Gonzaga. But in WWE, they are calling her Raquel Gonzalez. And hopefully if I do this, we don't lose audio. Are you still hearing me, guys? Her name is Raquel Gonzalez, and this is Daniel Winston's teacher's daughter. And this does check out because she's tall. She's 6 feet tall. She's from Texas, and she was in the Mae Young Classic, and she's in NXT. And apparently, according to our buddy out in Texas, Daniel Winston, she's dating Braun Strowman.
It's kind of
Apparently, it's when we show the like and subscribe animation.
Yeah. We lost it again. What is happening? But it wasn't the like and subscribe. It was the other thing.
Because when you showed the photo.
Man, we got it fixed now. This is crazy.
I wish I were an audio engineer.
All right, guys, we're going to keep everything real simple tonight. We're not going to show too many graphics, I don't think.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Every time we show different graphics, we're losing our audio. There's all sorts of glitches happening. I don't know what's happening, guys.
Keep this to the chatting.
There's going to be a serious investigation after
we
this
gotta
show.
pull
We'll figure out what
backstage.
happened.
I like that Sami
Thank you, Derek John, for the
Lost
super
audio.
chat.
design his look after Castro. I think
Tell him that's his back
It looks cool, kind of like a Castro kind of looking at, with the green and the hat. If he had a cigar, that'd be cool.
Army Man Sammy. There's nothing you can do to me that Sami Zayn hasn't already done.
You killed your brother on this one.
I popped him hard. He's dying.
Who's Scarface? Is this Kevin Owens? Is he Montana?
Braun Strowman.
There's nothing you can do to me that Sami Zayn hasn't already done, bro. That'd be a terrifying Scarface.
Oh my God! Imagine Braun Strowman as Scarface. Braun Strowman is Tony Montana.
Say hello to my little friend. These hands. You would need an army to take him.
Yo,
Yeah.
dangerous.
The ending would be different.
Didn't you ever play the video game Scarface: The World Is Yours? You change the ending. Yeah, you get to shoot it, like take back the streets. I love that game.
It's cool, the concept of that idea, but
Great soundtrack too in that game.
My goodness.
I feel like this promo might be longer than the match at this point.
Yo, why
what's
is
going on
Sammy
here?
cutting such a long promo? Okay, while Sammy cuts a promo, I'm going to tell you what happened so far tonight. The Viking Raiders on the pre-show beat Hawkins and Ryder in under 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 50 seconds. Daniel Bryan and Drew Gulak went 14 minutes, 20 seconds. Bryan winning with the yes lock. Technical submission. Gulak didn't tap out. He passed out in the yes lock. Fantastic match of the night. Andrade beat Humberto Carrillo in 12 minutes, 12 seconds. I thought the match was good, but we've seen these guys wrestle so many times that it's kind of lost its luster.
And the big spots involving the mat it lacked vision, and I didn't really understand what they were going for.
And they never did anything really impactful on the exposed floor.
Backdrop on double padding.
Backdrop on double padding. They made they exposed the floor, but then they just kept taking bumps on the extra layer of padding with the padding underneath, which is easier to take. So it was not great, Miz and Morrison retaining their SmackDown tag titles in the Elimination Chamber. Thought it was a good chamber match.
A couple botches.
But, you're trying stuff. It was fun. Yeah. It was a fun match. I thought the New Day was great. We talked about Kofi. He was awesome. The Usos were great. Heavy Machinery were great. Lucha House Party were great. Ziggler and Rude did their thing. Miz and Morrison were all right in there, Mm-hmm. I thought they all played their parts. They all did well. All those guys are hard-working wrestlers. I thought it was a good match. 12 guys went in there, and they busted their ass for 33 minutes.
The shooting star off the top of the chamber was pretty amazing.
That was the highlight of the match, that Lince Dorado maneuver.
For me, it's the show. That move.
That's a spot of the show.
Yeah.
It's not the match of the night, but it's a spot of the show, right?
No question.
And then Aleister Black beats AJ Styles with help from The Undertaker, who chokeslammed Gallows and Anderson. And also AJ, right? He chokeslammed AJ? Did he chokeslam AJ, or was AJ just scared?
I believe he chokeslammed him.
He chokeslammed him too, right? Chokeslammed AJ.
Yeah, he caught AJ off.
Yeah. And then the lights went out, and Aleister Black kicked AJ in the head when the lights came back on. And, Aleister Black got the pin. 23 minutes, 15 seconds. They gave him a good amount of time. Wow. The match was really good. And then The Undertaker showed up, which we kind of expected because they're continuing to build that match for Mania. And again, the lack of star power. You're in Philadelphia. This is a big show. It's the Elimination Chamber, but you don't have big stars. Becky Lynch isn't defending her championship here. Right. She could arguably be the top babyface in the company. You have
no Roman Reigns.
Brock Lesnar not on the card.
The Fiend.
Roman Reigns not on the card. The Fiend not on the card. John Cena not on the card. Goldberg not on the card. So many of the top stars that WWE's building for WrestleMania, the main champions.
No Bailey.
Like the men's and women's champions aren't defending at all. Right?
Sad.
Like the top champions, Brock, WWE champ, Goldberg, Universal champ, Bailey, SmackDown champ, Becky, the Raw champ. Nobody's defending. So you needed some star power. You needed some pop. The Undertaker was that pop you desperately needed, right?
But this really shows the depth of WWE. There's just so many people. You can still have an event without top guys, like the WWE title or Universal title or even the 2 top women's championships. Or even pretty much the top women talent, period.
It is kind of interesting. Like, is this like a coincidence? Or they booked themselves into a corner? It's like nobody's going to care? I don't know what their thinking was on this.
They're thinking the chamber's going to sell.
Like, what did... Yeah?
The gimmick would sell.
That's what they decided in production meetings, I guess, yeah.
Patrick Hamilton. Shout out to you, Patrick. Thanks for the super chat. He says we're doing great with all the gremlins. He's talking about with all the technical issues. We're persevering. We're getting through. And I think we got everything fixed. I think everything's all right.
All right, we're running smooth.
So thank you, Patrick, for the super chat. Thank you, Daniel Winston, once again, asking us why did Finn Balor go back to NXT. I think he went back to NXT.
Give us star power.
Because he really wasn't doing much on the main roster. He knew he was going to be like Nakamura or Cesaro or Kevin Owens or Daniel Bryan or any one of these guys who are kind of lost in the shuffle, not really given big spots.
Yeah, his continuous matches with Bobby Lashley week in, week out.
He was lost in the shuffle, so going down to NXT was the move.
And he's been doing great stuff in there with Johnny Gargano and Adam Cole, and he's got a new look, a new edge. You know, to use the phrase, or the wrestler.
Yeah, well, you look, Edge is on Raw. Like, if Finn Balor was on Raw, what would he be doing, you know?
Well, probably Andrade, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. And then losing to Andrade, putting Andrade over. Does he need to be doing that?
I think he did put Andrade over on his way out.
Yeah, I think he did.
I think we saw him wrestle Andrade at the draft.
That's what I'm saying.
It's funny.
Nakamura's in the ring with Braun right now. It's a 3-on-1 handicap match. But tag team rules are applying so far.
Well, Finn's probably going to wrestle Walter at WrestleMania, right, for the NXT UK title? Or TakeOver. Whatever.
Not at Mania.
Not Mania.
Either way, it's WrestleMania weekend.
And that's the thing. Like, okay, you may be able to have better matches throughout the year, but at the end of the year, you don't get to wrestle at Mania. And that's the thing. If you go to NXT, if you're Finn Balor, that's your choice.
Yeah, but he's been there, done that with WrestleMania. If he's just going to be another guy in a Battle Royal... Why not go to TakeOver instead? Have a great match. I think he'd rather that.
Because you don't get to wrestle at WrestleMania. I don't know if the paydays are as big either.
He's made quite a bit of money so far.
He's making good money. He's definitely making a solid paycheck, but...
I imagine he's top guy paid in NXT.
Yeah, but the top level on the main roster, you know, like the ceiling on the main roster is a lot higher than the ceiling on NXT. Like they're only going to pay the top NXT guys so much, and you know that guys on the main roster could make way more. If you're the top guy, like if you're Roman Reigns,
right? No, you're right.
I think Finn also recently got married too, didn't he? Recently, Finn.
He did get married.
Maybe he also wants to kind of slow down and kind of not travel so much and stick around Florida. Maybe that's where his wife is based out of.
For sure, the lifestyle.
Because Finn seems like a very kind of homebody guy. You know, he's a guy who likes to build his Legos and kind of stay in and play video games. So
he does like Lego, eh?
Maybe he's just a big homebody.
There's Sami Zayn in the ring with Braun Strowman. Remember when Sami Zayn beat Braun Strowman?
Yeah, but then like they took it away and Brock took his spot.
Didn't like Mick Foley help him? Or Mick Foley believed in him?
I believe it was Bobby Lashley. It was Baron Corbin and like was it Drew McIntyre too? That coalition, didn't they help him?
Did they?
It was at the end of Raw. It took the Money in the Bank spot away from Braun. Sammy won it, but then Brock took out Sammy, and then Brock took the spot. So it was just a waste.
I remember.
Yeah, they had a chance to make Sammy a star at that point.
Man. Well, they've had so many chances. They blew it.
When he wrestled John Cena his first night, that wasn't really their fault. That was more...
That was bad luck.
It was bad luck. He popped his shoulder out.
He's in the ring wrestling here, ish.
Yeah. Throwing punches. He's wearing pants. What are these pants? He's wearing his Castro pants.
Yeah, it's weird.
Comrade Sammy.
All right.
Well, you didn't expect that to last. He obviously tags out quick.
Oh, Nakamura! Man, Can you believe Shinsuke Nakamura, great professional wrestler, top guy, living legend, future Hall of Famer in Japan and in the WWE, is doing this bullshit? I mean, come on, man. He's in a 3-on-1 match. Really? It's Shinsuke Nakamura, Cesaro, and Sami Zayn against Braun Strowman, and we're supposed to believe Braun Strowman's going to win here? And he probably will.
Well, yeah, of
It's
course.
ridiculous.
I think
These are 3 of the best wrestlers the WWE has ever seen. And they're going to lose to this Braun Strowman. Who's good? I like Braun and everything, but like, man, Cesaro, Sammy, and Shinsuke? Really? 3-on-1? It's weird, man.
It's too bad, but that's just the way they've been pushed, unfortunately. And it's the way they want to push Braun. They want to push him as this unbeatable monster.
Cesaro's like the new Regal.
I don't even know if Regal got that kind of spot, though. Like, at one point, he was going to get a big spot, but then he got wellness violation.
Actually, Regal probably got more over. He had more Intercontinental title reigns. The
That's
whole
true,
Commissioner Regal.
European-
His stuff
You're
with Tajiri.
You're right.
A lot of promo time.
Cesaro's been less
Besmirched.
pushed than Regal.
Lest we forget, besmirched.
So who's Cesaro? Like Lance Storm at this point? 'Cause-
Hardcore Holly.
Well, he's more talented in the ring than Hardcore Holly.
Yeah, but in terms of push, though.
Oh,
it's about
Braun
the same.
Strowman's doing his like spinny thing. He's gonna run.
Sammy stops him.
Sammy punched him in his back. Braun didn't like it. He also didn't sell it.
Yeah, who is Cesaro? Like,
Hardcore Holly's pretty spot on, I think.
just like a body to be there. Look tough, like a tough
A
matchup.
good hand.
Yeah.
Hardcore Holly was a good hand.
Cesaro got bumped into the front
Unless
row.
you're Matt Capitelli.
He just went into the front row there.
That was cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
Looks like there's a TV down there.
Braun Strowman
Yeah, there
just
is.
decided to go under the ring and look for something, and then because Sammy went under the ring,
Right.
so Braun was chasing him, and then Sammy and Cesaro obviously started kicking him in the back.
So does Hornswoggle still live under the ring? Because there's a TV on under the ring?
Oh, that's for
whatever reason?
Undertaker.
Oh, okay. That's a good point.
Oh, who was would rib people? Like he would make it. Like I think Kurt Hennig, I think defecated and left it under the ring, and someone had to be there for the Undertaker had to be there for the whole show, and he had to smell it.
Yeah,
and it was a big rib.
Yeah,
That was a Hennig rib.
yeah, nice. Poop in
Not
a bag.
really nice at
Poop
all,
in a bag
actually.
under
Classic
the ring.
Hennig.
Knowing Taker has to stay there whole show, sitting next to your poop.
Yeah,
Pretty
That's
gross.
horrible. Yeah, it's
and
terrible.
it's probably hot.
Yeah, that's why they called him Mr. Perfect.
I thought he was going to drop him for a second.
I've heard that story.
Yeah.
Oh, Sammy's running.
In and out of the ring.
Cesaro.
Oh, Strowman took the corner.
Ooh. Derek John with a super chat asking me a very spicy question that I love so much. Derek John, you're talking my language, asking me if I have any recommendations at the SQDC. I think he's asking me. I don't think he's asking Johnny North.
Could be asking me.
He could be asking you.
I have some recommendations.
Johnny, do you have any recommendations?
I've never been, so
Okay.
I can't tell you.
Well, I usually purchase pre-rolls.
Okay.
I like the pre-rolls.
What do you like?
I like for the half grams. I like the Blend 14.
Okay.
It's the cheapest for a pack of 3, and it has a nice touch to it.
Okay.
Not too harsh.
That was awkward.
What else do you like?
For the full grams, the Kelsey Grammars, I like the MK Ultra.
Sammy
The-
just
the-
won Wow.
Sammy.
Oh.
Sammy's Intercontinental Champion.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
I did
Sami
not see that one
Zayn.
coming.
Yes.
I did not see that. That's
One
nice.
for all,
Rejoice.
baby. Yes.
Wow.
New Intercontinental Champion.
Sami Zayn. Only Sami
He
Zayn.
gave him the kick to the face and he pinned him. 1, 2, 3. Sammy won? Are you kidding me? Sammy's Intercontinental Champion? Yes. This is amazing. Sammy Bryan at Mania. Sammy Bryan Mania.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
that's money. It's so good. Give me that, please. Please, WWE, give me Sami Bryan Mania 1-on-1 for the Intercontinental Championship. Sami Zayn is the Intercontinental Champion. Yes.
In a ladder
this is
match.
good, man. Because, like I was saying, Braun Strowman beating these 3 guys? Get out of here with that shit. Go Sami. Oh, and my recommendations at the SQDC for, great products that you could purchase only here in the beautiful province of Quebec, where the great Sami Zayn is from, where we are all from here. Oh, that's right, Quebec, at the Société Québécoise du Cannabis. You could go purchase some Rio Bravo. That is my favorite stuff. I purchase Rio Bravo quite often. Go get that stuff. Rio Bravo.
Rise was nice too. I like
Rise is good too. A Go from Tokyo Smoke is good. But my favorite stuff from Edison Cannabis, Rio Bravo. That's my recommendation forever and always. It's my favorite bud.
It'll make you talk like John Wayne.
My goodness, do I love Rio Bravo.
That was a John Wayne movie.
It's so good.
I did not know that. I was concerned. I didn't think Sami would ever win a singles title on the main roster.
He did it.
He did it.
And you know what I like?
This is his first. Oh my
Shinsuke
God.
and Cesaro are totally happy for him. They're not jealous that it's not them that's the champion. They're lifting him up over their shoulders. They're celebrating. They're both very happy. They are here to support their man, Sami Zayn, who's now Intercontinental Champion. This is fantastic. Congratulations to Sami Zayn. Well-deserved. The guy's a tremendous talent, great talker, great wrestler, great guy. You gotta love Samuel Zayn.
Very short reign for Braun Strowman, but
Who cares?
yeah, well, that's it. You said it best.
Oh, Stone Cold Steve Austin's gonna be on Raw next week.
Oh, hell yeah.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, give me a hell yeah!
Yeah, but what about tomorrow?
Who gives a shit? They're in Washington, D.C. Is the Animal Batista gonna show up in his hometown?
That'd be nice.
Aw, Sami Zayn, Intercontinental Champion. Woo! Sami and Daniel Bryan WrestleMania, right? I mean, right?
I don't know. I mean, it'd be nice, right? But
Like a Braun rematch?
But they never finished that story of Sami trying to bring Daniel Bryan into his team. They never had a resolution to that.
Okay.
And now with Sami as Intercontinental Champion, it makes a lot of sense for Sami and Bryan to wrestle. They'd have an incredible match. They'd have an incredible story. I think it'd be great.
I'd like it, but I don't know if it's going to happen, though. It'd be kind of surprised if it does, because like it just seems like Sami wasn't going to wrestle ever again. So just to say that, oh, let's give a top match with Daniel Bryan, I feel like maybe you're rushing a bit here. Like,
What do you mean? Why did they make Sami Zayn Intercontinental Champion tonight?
shock, surprise. I mean, it was a great surprise. You and I didn't see that coming. So
I think you got to set something up for WrestleMania. You got to set things up for Mania here tonight. Sami, Daniel Bryan makes so
Point
much
at the
sense.
sign.
It makes so much
he
sense.
didn't point at the sign, actually.
They should.
Well,
On
you
SmackDown,
know,
they will.
whatever, they will. They don't need to point at the sign. It's beyond that.
Wait and see. I mean,
Oh.
I want to believe in you, but I could also see them just give it right back to Braun, though, unfortunately. Because they love giving Braun good WrestleMania moments. Remember Nicholas?
Sami and Bryan have been circling
You
each other. They've been circling each other for like 2 years since Bryan's come back. Don't forget, it was Bryan and Shane against Kevin and Sami in his comeback match 2 years ago at WrestleMania.
I like that. It was a good story. I enjoyed it very much.
The Yep movement, all of that. They tried to recruit Bryan, and then Sami tried to recruit Bryan into his group
Right.
with, Cesaro and Nakamura, and Bryan was like not too sure. And there was never really a resolution there because they went on to something else. I forget why we got distracted by that. Like, what did Bryan? Bryan did something else at that point.
Well, I believe people switched shows, didn't they? That's
Did
what
people
happened.
move around? No, because Bryan and Sami stayed around.
But Kevin got...
Didn't Bryan win the championship?
Well, Bryan
No,
actually
no.
came back and wrestled because he was the GM still at the time, right?
No. I'm talking more recently with Sami's current group.
He tried to get him to
that.
join him
He
and
tried to get him
Nakamura.
to join him.
But the Fiend showed up.
The Fiend showed up
Yeah.
and completely distracted from... Like, Bryan had a thing going with Sami and Nakamura,
Right.
and then the Fiend just attacked Daniel Bryan, and you're like, okay, I guess...
Well, no, because Sami ran away and Daniel Bryan got mad. He's like, oh, you have my back and you just run away?
Right.
So that kind of killed that.
But they could revisit that, because
Oh,
they
of
never had a
course.
match. Like, they never had a
course.
resolution, you know?
yeah.
So I think they could go there. Daniel Winston says, do you think Steve Austin is going to have a match at WrestleMania?
Unfortunately, no. I don't think Steve Austin will wrestle. Austin, I think, is just there to promote his show, his podcast.
And it just so happens that Raw is on March 16th. Like Raw next Monday in Pittsburgh is on March 16th, which is 316 day, right? Everybody says it's 316 day. It's the third month, the 16th day. 316. Everybody wishes you happy Stone Cold Day on March 16th.
Yes.
And
May the 4th.
It's not always on a night where you can have Raw, right? So
True.
because it happens to fall on a Monday, that's the only reason Stone Cold is going to be on Raw, because it's 316 Day. Like, he's not setting anything up for Mania. As cool as that would be, at this point in time, there's no opponent for him.
Right.
That would make sense.
Like a build.
And no build. I mean, they could build it over the next 4 weeks if they... Well, it would only be 3 weeks, really, because it would be... Yeah, I guess Raw in Pittsburgh on the 16th, Raw in Fort Worth on the 23rd, and Raw in Atlanta on the 30th, and then you're down into Mania, right?
For Austin, he deserves better than that.
Yeah, for a comeback match and probably a final match at Mania.
I'd like to see the payoff of the discontinued two-man power trip story. That was going to blow up with Austin and H going one-on-one. We could make it happen still.
How?
They could make it happen. H could interrupt him and be like, I tore my quad. I was upset, or I don't know, something.
Are you suggesting
Yes, I am.
a Triple H versus Stone Cold Steve Austin match to get a 3-week build for WrestleMania? Like a surprise.
Based on a storyline from almost 20
surprise-
years ago.
Yeah, a surprise holy shit match. We're going to do Austin versus Triple H at Mania one last time. Double retirement match. 3-week build.
The more you're saying it, the more it sounds plausible.
My God. Triple H doesn't have a match this year at WrestleMania.
That's right. I want to work with Steve. I'll take a stunner.
John is looking at us right now like you guys are dreaming. What the hell are you guys talking about? And he's right. He's right. He's right to look at us that way.
Thank you.
But
However,
it's not implausible.
the fact that Triple H doesn't have a match for Mania leaves anything up there. Like Triple H. What did he wrestle last year, Mania?
Batista.
Yeah, Batista fell in the ring.
And he lost.
That was like 45 minutes,
he won.
that
Triple
match.
H won the match.
No, I'm saying Batista lost. Like
Yeah.
Triple H always wins. Triple H, he got a win at last year's Mania. He probably worked the year before too, didn't he? 34.
He
Let's
worked
see.
Seth?
Yeah, didn't he?
Is that where he worked Seth?
No, it wasn't Ronda?
Triple H and no. WrestleMania 34, I think. Oh yeah. It was Kurt and Ronda
Right.
losing to Triple H and Stephanie.
Oh, yeah.
Triple H wrestles every year at WrestleMania, and right now he doesn't have a match.
That's good. It's not a bad thing.
Well, he wrestled at 33. Triple H and Seth Rollins one-on-one.
32, he was in the main event against Roman Reigns.
32, he main evented.
He was the champion going into
against Roman Reigns.
31 was that great match with Sting.
31, he beat Sting. 30, he lost to Daniel Bryan.
29, end of an era.
29,
That was good.
Oh, no, that was Brock
he
Lesnar.
wrestled Brock Lesnar.
28 was end of an era.
28 was end of an era with The Undertaker. Like, I'm trying to come up with the last WrestleMania Triple H didn't wrestle.
I might have been the one he was injured, 23. He tore his quad
Seriously?
in January, and he missed it. That's
Because
when...
27 and 28, he wrestled Undertaker, right?
26, he wrestled Sheamus. 25, he wrestled Randy.
Right.
24?
Triple threat with Randy and
At
Cena.
Cena, yeah. 23.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So the last WrestleMania Triple H didn't wrestle was WrestleMania 23. He was supposed to wrestle Cena, but Shawn stepped in because Triple H was
That's right.
injured.
He was supposed to wrestle Cena.
Right.
They were tag champs.
The
too.
only reason Triple H didn't wrestle that year was because he got hurt,
Tore his quad on a spine buster at New Year's Revolution.
and Shawn Michaels stepped in instead to wrestle John
Rated
Cena.
RKO.
This is way back
I remember that.
in 2007. 2007. 13 years is the last time Triple H didn't wrestle at WrestleMania. And we are sitting here 4 weeks away from the granddaddy of them all. And the game, the cerebral assassin, isn't booked. Are you kidding me?
Well,
maybe he's gonna wrestle Stone Cold, John. Maybe he's gonna wrestle Stone Cold. Well, what's he gonna do?
Look,
what you gonna do, brother? Maybe he's gonna wrestle Hulk Hogan, brother.
I'd like to see that.
It's about time, brother.
Get revenge for his dropping the belt at Backlash
or
that
maybe
time.
he costs Edge the match against
Revenge
Randy.
for 2002.
Maybe he saves Randy and then starts a program with Edge.
I'd love to see Triple H run in on that in that match. Like, no, Randy, I'll save you. That curtain jerker couldn't beat you.
Edge is like gone completely insane. He lights a table on fire. He's gonna redo the spear through the thing like he did on Cactus Jack at WrestleMania through the flaming table.
That'd be cool.
Triple H comes out. He's like, no, I don't want this to happen. Pedigrees for everybody. He stands tall. Water.
He's my son, my only son. Take me.
Triple H like takes the spear bullet for Randy. Triple H's suit is like on fire. That'd be amazing. I'm in flames. I'm on fire. And he's like,
Some overacting even when he's like
so
in actual
good.
danger.
It'd be so good.
I really hope.
I
that
really
doesn't
want this
happen.
match to happen. Thank you very much, Daniel, for asking that question, because
I don't want that to happen.
Yeah.
I really want to see Triple H, Stone Cold Steve
Triple H,
Austin
Stone
in
Cold.
3 weeks.
Triple H Stone Cold WrestleMania 36. Book it. Screw it, man. If I have to sit through a Goldberg match, give me Triple H Stone Cold
Yeah.
too.
Like, if you told me one of the guys in black trunks and a goatee and bald would make it to 2020, 10 times out of 10 I would be like, I really hope it's Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah. If I have to watch Goldberg, you better give me some Stone Cold too. You know what would be great is if Stone Cold came out and said, all right, son. I mean, he's not going to do it because he's showing up on Raw and he'd have to show up on SmackDown.
Right.
But Stone Cold is a special guest referee for Goldberg and Roman Reigns. And then, you know, Roman, he wins the title, he beats Goldberg. And then Austin stuns everybody. Beer Bash and WrestleMania, son. That'd be tremendous. Austin stuns Roman. Austin stuns Goldberg.
Again.
Austin's flipping everybody off. He's drinking beers.
I can
He's
see
kicking
that.
ass.
That's all right.
Is that exactly what happened in WrestleMania 20, though, with Goldberg and Brock?
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
exact same thing.
That's
Like,
what
the
I'm
crowd
saying.
hates both guys.
Well, anytime
and Austin
Goldberg,
just stuns them
anytime
both.
Goldberg has a big match, Austin should be there as the referee to make sure he takes a stunner at the end.
Okay.
Maybe
Give me a hell yeah.
Maybe have him ref Brock and Drew McIntyre.
Nah, boring.
No,
I
but it
want to
gives
see him interact with Goldberg.
Well, because then Austin, after Brock beats Drew McIntyre, Austin could stun Brock, and then we set up a program for SummerSlam. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Brock Lesnar.
No, I don't wanna see that.
You know, if that's the match for SummerSlam,
Oh.
I'm going to Boston, I'm going to SummerSlam, and I'm going to see Stone Cold raise hell one more time.
Not happening.
I'd love to see that.
No.
Stone Cold
not
Brock. The
Not
end
Brock.
of Stone Cold's neck. Stone Cold will die.
Remember they hyped the match on his podcast saying that it was going to happen and like never happened. So.
Yeah.
We also hyped the match with CM Punk to promote a video game.
He's also hyped
That's
matches
true.
with Hulk Hogan that went nowhere.
Sadly.
Stone Cold talks a lot about matches that could possibly happen, and then they don't happen.
He sells them so well, though. I remember, like, he came out at the Hall of Fame to induct Bret Hart, and he just comes out, like, the first thing he goes, you know, I was in the back, you know, looking through my bag, and found a big old can of whoop ass with Hulk Hogan's name on it.
That's
Hogan's just looking like not
That was
happy
great.
at all.
That was great
So
stuff.
good. Big old can of whoop ass.
Okay, so
Man, I love Austin.
the Elimination Chamber match now is going to happen. The main event is about to happen.
Shayna's getting the last pod, I think.
Shayna, is she in a pod or is she in the ring?
Well, the pod was one pod still empty. So
Oh, okay. So who's in the ring? Natty and
Ruby Riot.
Ruby Riot.
that's all right. That's a good start.
Cool.
I like that.
I mean, I guess. So match of the night: Daniel Bryan, Drew Gulak.
Honorable mention to the Elimination Chamber SmackDown. tag.
Yeah, sure. It was good. I thought this so far this pay per view has been
The AJ Aleister
pretty
Black
good.
match was good.
Sami Zayn winning the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah.
Goddamn shocking. That was amazing.
It really helps this pay per view.
Yeah.
For sure.
Makes me happy.
But a lot depends on this match too.
Oh,
you got to end
Asuka.
strong here.
Asuka's not scared of Shayna. She's not scared of anybody.
I've heard rumors that Vince is really uncomfortable giving Shayna this big of a spot. I don't know
Really?
if that's just hearsay. They're considering changing minds. Like, he doesn't think she's over. Or she's like resonating with the
Well,
audience.
she's barely been on Raw. Like, I'm not surprised.
But-
Do you think that Shayna might not win this thing? Okay.
Who would win that?
Okay.
Asuka?
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
She's a tag champ, though.
Natty?
So?
No, they got different tag titles.
And Becky has beat her, right?
Yeah. Twice.
Yeah.
Maybe
So-
Sarah Logan becomes an amazing wrestler all of a sudden. And like
Liv
she,
Morgan?
like
Liv
she
Morgan.
she gets out, like maybe Sarah Logan gets out of that pot like a house of fire, like clears the ring, suplexes, all this
WrestleMania,
stuff.
Guys, WrestleMania.
Okay, guys.
Hey, you know, Jack Swagger came out of nowhere to take on Alberto Del Rio at WrestleMania.
In the chamber, you're right.
Yeah, it was
If-
in the chamber. Yes, that's right.
if
Came out of nowhere.
okay, if Shayna doesn't win,
Maybe Ruby. She's kind of a heel.
Yeah.
She's got a,
I mean, I would do it.
you know, she's kind of like
Ruby-
back with some heats.
so Becky would go from Ronda Rousey and Charlotte Flair main eventing WrestleMania to Ruby Riott.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you
Yes.
don't go with Shayna, I think Natty's the best.
You gotta go with Shayna. How do you not go with Shayna?
Yeah, it doesn't make any
I mean,
sense.
they probably will go with
Shayna's
Shayna.
a badass. Shayna's legit. Okay, I respect the hell out of Shayna Baszler. She is no joke. Don't mess with Shayna.
I don't know. You know, Vince's mind. You know, who knows what he sees.
There's only one of these ladies that fought in the UFC. Okay, show some respect.
Hey, they
Liv
surprised us
Morgan?
with the last match, right?
Liv Morgan fought in the
No,
UFC?
no. Shayna.
Look, they surprised us with the last match. Maybe they'll surprise us here too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if Shayna doesn't win, I'd like Natty to win, but I realize that that's highly unlikely.
You never know, though.
Go Natty.
Sometimes Natty just like pulls out a
Natty.
win.
Natty.
Didn't Natty wrestle? She did wrestle Becky at SummerSlam, no?
Yeah. Natty's
In
revenge.
Toronto. In
And,
Toronto?
Was it
Yeah.
Toronto?
Wasn't it? And like Trish
Yeah.
wrestled Charlotte?
Right, you're right.
That
yeah.
was Toronto.
But she tapped out too, so it's like it's done. Like
Oh, she got kitty ears. She's like a kind of Catwoman kind of thing.
Let's go Natty.
I guess you could play up the whole like, oh, she's Ronda's friend thing.
Yeah.
I guess you could do that.
Yeah.
You really need Ronda then for WrestleMania. But you can do the same thing with Shayna, who
Yeah.
also is
More
like
plausible.
Ronda's friend.
Yeah, but Natty is Natty, and maybe they have more faith in Natty. I have a lot of faith in Natty. And you think about Natty, you know, she deserves a big WrestleMania title match against Becky Lynch. She's Natty Neidhart. She's a living legend. She's a future Hall of Famer.
Hashtag Natty Mania. You know, like Kofi Mania last year? Natty Mania.
That's right. It's Natty's time.
Well, I'll give her the tag team title match with Beth against the Kabuki Warriors.
I'd like that.
I like that a lot.
I don't think it's going to happen, but I'd like to see it. I like Natty, and I wouldn't mind seeing her get the shot at Becky if it's, you know, Natty. Asuka doesn't really make sense at this point because she's done it so recently. But Shayna really has to be the one, right? Like, come on. So Ruby and Natty are in the ring. The bell is rung, and this Elimination Chamber, this is the main event here. This is it.
Mm-hmm. Where are the Iconics? What happened to them?
I don't know.
They
Down
got taken
Raw?
off TV.
Down Raw?
They were, but
No, they were on SmackDown.
They were on SmackDown. You're right, yeah, but they got taken off TV for whatever reason.
I don't know where the Iconics went. They disappeared.
Maybe they're going to AEW.
I don't think so.
Well,
One
Peyton
of them
Royce's
is,
husband's there.
Yeah.
Sean
Yeah,
Spears.
I get that, but I mean, if you're making WWE money, why give that up?
Well, if you're not working,
If you're not on TV.
you know. And I saw Peyton Royce. She was in that video. You see, some guy went to Sean Spears and Tyler Breeze's wrestling school and like took chops from like all the students, and like his chest was all red. And
Okay.
Peyton Royce was there, like on the camera and like acknowledging her.
Yeah,
and
well,
stuff.
they've had AEW parties, and Renee Young's been there, so whatever. Doesn't mean anything.
Well, I don't know, maybe you get heat for that though.
I doubt it.
I don't know, man. You get heat for
Booker
a lot of
T-
weird things in WWE.
Booker T was on the Jericho Cruise
Booker T though isn't.
podcast.
Yeah, but
too,
Booker T
Jericho.
isn't an active week-to-week wrestler anymore.
It's different with Booker.
He doesn't have a spot to protect.
Oh, Natty's got Ruby right in the sharpshooter.
Oh.
Ruby
I
reversed
thought she went through
it.
the pod for a
I
second.
thought they were gonna have a Mark Henry situation.
Oh, yeah. Mark Henry's pod got smashed open before it was supposed to be, right?
So
One
he
time?
walked
4 years
out,
ago?
Yeah.
and then he was standing there because like, and everyone was like, "What do we do?" And I remember Dolph Ziggler like covered his mouth and was pointing at everybody, like, because like John, we were talking about like Wade
Yeah.
Barrett and like Ryback were in the ring, and they were just like staring.
Intercontinental title.
They were standing around like, "What do we do?"
Yeah.
And Dolph's like, "Go to him, go to the corner, go." Like
Yeah,
we'll try to make the
pointing,
best
yeah.
of it.
Becky is backstage.
Staring from the side.
Becky's got like a jacket with the logos of everybody she beat. She's got like Ronda's logo, Asuka's logo, Sasha's logo,
Cannonball.
all on the sleeve. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
She's got the
Probably
logos
Lacey's.
of all the people that she's defeated.
She has
That's
a logo.
cool.
Yeah, Becky's awesome.
Not with the Conor McGregor stuff, but yeah.
What do you mean? You mean like dressing up with the fur coat and the hat?
Yeah, that was a little ridiculous.
The crown there on Raw?
She-
She looked a little crazy, but I like it. I like the
It
gimmick.
works.
I think it works for her.
It's trying too hard to be like Conor.
We're all trying hard to be like Conor McGregor. The guy's
Really?
awesome. Well, not me, but like I mean, he's pretty cool. You don't like Conor McGregor?
At times, he's done some very questionable acts. Like,
Who doesn't, Johnny North?
point taken.
Oh,
Yeah,
Trip
like
Daytona
on
on
padding. Like, I mean, it wasn't like the
Yeah.
friggin' like mesh.
yeah. I don't know. Natty took a decent bump on it.
When she gets
Oh,
thrown in like that, that's cool.
looks like her face went through. Like Ruby
Right.
Riott whipped her into the
Yeah, the first one.
what do you call that? The steel whatever.
The mesh.
The
Yeah, the
steel,
chains.
the chain link,
Chain link fence.
and then that's not a fence. It's
No.
like chains. Anyway,
wall.
she whipped her into the chain wall, and her face like bounced into it. It looked like her
Camera
face
angle,
kind of like
fantastic.
yeah, it was a really good angle. They're doing a lot of this stuff like pushing the face into the chain. It's good. It's a good use of the structure, you know, because it looks nasty.
She's got a somewhat of a electric chair position.
Oh,
That looked like she just fell.
That hurt your back.
I don't think she was meant to do that.
She didn't go flat back.
You could see.
Yeah, Ruby was sitting on Natty's
Yeah.
shoulders, and Natty just kind of dropped her down into the fence. That was nasty. Dang.
Sloppy,
Oh.
sloppy, sloppy.
Here comes Sarah Logan like a house of fire.
Oh!
Oh,
Man, Natty's getting her butt kicked in this match.
because she deserves to win. She's carrying this match like she's carried the division for the past 10 years.
Well, let's hope so.
Man, they're really trying.
Oh,
It
man.
looks like she just mouthed the F word right
Yeah.
there.
Natty's taking a beating. Oh, why is Ruby Riott climbing? Is she trying to do a Lindsay Doritos thing?
You can stand on top of the pod
Okay.
for safety, I suppose.
All right. So Ruby's going on top of the pod, and then Sarah Logan's following her on top of the pod for some reason.
She looks like one of the bushwhackers.
They're on top of Liv Morgan's pod.
You know,
Yeah, a
she
little
got
bit.
bushwhackers get up. You
Yeah.
know, like the pants.
That's true.
and
Sarah
the-
Logan is dressed like a bushwhacker. And
What are they going to do here?
Well, I thought they were gonna do something, and then
I thought
they
like a
decided not
climax
to do it.
I feel like Ruby Riott is dressed like Mountain Dew.
Okay.
To the extreme.
I mean, what is she? What is the green? Like, what is the deal?
I don't know what to tell you. Like Darby Allin, but she's a girl.
I don't know. Oh, no.
Oh, that was a great camera angle again of a power bomb. Look, it was almost right on her head.
That was nasty. Natty just took Ruby off the top of the pod and then power bombed her down
Got a nice red mark too
on the mats, and it was a rough looking power bomb.
Sarah Logan on top of the pod.
Imagine if there was no mats there and it was the steel and she took that power bomb.
I would.
Good
she'd
God
be bleeding
almighty.
to the back of her head.
Yeah, she'd be bleeding. Yeah.
Oh,
The whiplash there.
Yeah.
That was rough.
Oh, Natty, are you okay?
Oh, that could break her jaw. That could break her jaw.
Shit,
Yeah,
Nat.
the ref's right on her too.
Oh my goodness.
'Cause she
Sarah
got-
Logan did a crossbody.
Oh, that was rough.
She did a crossbody. The good part, like her arms and kind of torso touched Ruby Riott, but Natty took like the knees
shin.
and shins
Maybe the shin,
right in
yeah.
the face.
Hard
it looks really
bone.
bad. Natty doesn't look like she's busted open though.
Surprisingly.
Thankfully, it doesn't look like
It
it
looks
was
she was in a lot
that
of pain
bad.
at first.
Yeah, she did sell it like $1 million. That was crazy. Whew. That was rough looking.
Man, Natty is just it's a rough
Natty's the
match.
best. Natty's the best. I'm telling you guys.
Soldier.
Well, she's saving this match, that's for sure.
Yeah. She's in there with Ruby Riott and Sarah Logan. She knows she's got to take the lead. This is why. She's Natty Neidhart. This is why she's so respected.
Another tower.
Gotta love Natty.
I'll never forget Sarah Logan's one and only promo where she asked Daniel Bryan if he'd ever eaten, she wanted to say game meat, but she said something else.
Like gaming or something, or gaining?
She said gay.
What? It sounded
have you
like
ever,
that.
Have you ever had gay meat, Brian?
Yeah.
You don't like people from the South. Have you had gay meat?
What?
That was her only
one of
promo
the,
she ever cut.
Who said that?
Sarah Logan. Like, the Riot Squad was there, like, Ton Bryan, and she's just there. She's like, Brian doesn't like people from the South. Have you ever had gay meat? It's just like, what?
Weird.
It was a very strange thing.
Shayna's in the match, and she just whipped Natty into the corner.
And Sarah Logan never talked ever again.
Oh, what is happening? Oh, my God.
Huh?
Oh, time to go.
Daniel Winston's got a question.
Tapped out.
He says, do we think Triple H is going to have a match at WrestleMania?
Yes, against Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I say no.
I mean, honestly, I don't think Triple H is going to have a match at Mania right now, because unless Stone Cold for some reason has a match with him, like, which is unlikely. At this point, man, we're 4 weeks away, and there's nothing set up for Triple H, so I don't think Triple H is going to wrestle this year at Mania.
Ruby Riot's gone.
Ruby Riot's gone, and so is Sarah Logan.
All by Shayna.
Both got eliminated pretty quick. Shayna slapped on that rear naked choke, and they both tapped. Natty's the only one left, and Liv Morgan and Asuka have yet to be unleashed from their pods.
I think Triple H just realizes that WrestleMania is kind of full. He doesn't need to wrestle this year, so he's not going to wrestle. The Undertaker didn't wrestle last year. Undertaker went from like 2001 to 2019, had a match, and then it was 2019 he didn't have a match. So Triple H can do the same thing. End your streak. It's not about you anymore. Game over.
Triple H, last time he didn't wrestle at Mania was because he was injured. WrestleMania 23 in 2007. And now we're looking at WrestleMania 36 in 2020. And I don't think he's going to wrestle at Mania this year. I really don't. Honestly, it doesn't look like he's got a match. The card looks mostly booked. No Triple H, which is pretty surprising, right?
Yeah, because it was a big deal, too. I remember, like, I found a clip once of Dusty Rhodes. He's, like, the headline inductee at the Hall of Fame that year when Triple H set it up. And Dusty Rhodes, in his speech, made mention of how Triple H was sitting it out. And he's like, I feel for you, Hunter. You know, it's hard to miss the big show when you're on the bench. You're the big guy. We love you, Triple H.
Oh, I think now he just
like Triple H is like ulterior.
Oh, Natty's tapping.
So it was a big deal that Triple H was like missing WrestleMania.
Shayna is Brock Lesnaring this Elimination Chamber. Just taking people out one by one, and now she's standing there alone. Kind of like Brock in the Royal Rumble. Shayna's just doing all the eliminations and now chilling. Quick eliminations and now just standing there. If Liv Morgan comes out next, she's fucked.
Oh,
I believe that's probably what they're going to do.
Oh,
It's going to be Asuka versus Shayna one-on-one.
Yeah, that'll be fun. So Natty's gone, Ruby's gone, Sarah Logan's gone.
Liv is just like saying her prayers.
Is she?
Yeah, she's in the corner, like she's like, she looks like she's having a panic attack.
Yeah, she's in big trouble. Yeah, I didn't really think about Triple H much heading into this year's Mania because he's not really been involved. But now that you really think about it, the fact that the last time he missed was 2007, and now this year he's gonna miss, you start to wonder, like, maybe
this is it.
This is the end for Triple H. Like, maybe last year was his last WrestleMania. Who knows, right?
Maybe, but his last match was against Randy. I think it was at the Super Showdown, I think, in June.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe he just feels like, that was a good last match for now, and
maybe
unless something comes up,
he'll just work the big Saudi Arabia shows when they need him.
Well, that's it.
I don't think he's done as a wrestler. I don't think he's retired, but the fact that he's not wrestling this year's Mania, it just shows that wrestling at WrestleMania for Triple H is no longer a priority. Like, it's not something that the WWE is invested in. Like, okay, like, pretty much every year they're like, okay, what's the Taker match this year? What do we do with Taker this year?
Right.
And also, what do we do with Triple H? But now it's like, well, nothing for Triple H.
Yeah.
Like, most years it's been a consideration and it's been a focus of WWE to find a match for Triple H at WrestleMania. And this year, for the first time, pretty much in his career, he's healthy and they're not looking for him.
It would have been cool if this year Triple H started a feud with like an NXT wrestler, because he's like more focused on NXT. Like, Like if he started a program with Keith Lee or someone like that, you know. But
it
if
would
they
be
did
fun.
that, you know, and they wrestle a takeover,
Or
Triple
like
H is WrestleMania. He's
if
wrestling a takeover.
Or Finn. You know, I think Triple H and Finn would make a lot of sense.
That would be cool.
You know how Finn is kind of running roughshod over NXT, taking out a lot of Triple H's guys. I think Triple H and Finn would make a lot of sense down the road, and I think it would be a hell of a match.
It's not a bad idea, but it feels like they're going a different direction with Finn at this point.
They should have planted the seeds earlier.
Nah, it's okay. We don't need Triple H.
I think they can still do it. I think it would make Finn bigger if he had a match with Triple H, especially if he won.
Shayna had a huge break here, by the way. It was like 3 minutes practically.
Well, it's a long stretch. It's like 5-minute intervals between pods, no?
Yeah.
And she tapped like 3 people out in like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Here
So
comes
who's
Liv
coming out
Morgan
now?
to last 10 seconds.
Is it going to be Liv or Asuka? It's Liv. Uh-oh. Watch out, Liv Morgan. Oh, she kicked Shayna. She's going for it, but Shayna's going to whoop her.
It's over. No, it's not over.
Hey, where's Rusev to help Liv Morgan, no?
Yeah,
Where's Rusev?
not gonna happen.
Oh, Shayna whipping Liv head first
I was
into
gonna say
the pod.
would be great, and she does it.
Oh my goodness, that looked pretty rough.
Liv takes nasty bumps.
Oh, Liv's done already.
Yeah,
like,
remember when Liv was knocked unconscious by Brie Bella?
And there were some other bumps she
Vaguely.
took.
What do you mean vaguely? You don't remember? She kicked her right in the head and she went out?
Oh yes.
You don't remember that? That was amazing.
It's been a while.
It happened live on Raw. Everybody was really mad at Brie Bella because of it. You don't remember that?
Oh, I remember
She kicked Liv Morgan right in the head. Liv went to sleep.
Right. Well, she was out of the match too, right?
She was out of the match. It was like, oh my God, she killed Liv.
Well, no, she was
Liv's dead.
She was able to tag out somehow.
Yeah, but she went like out. You saw
Right.
her go out.
Yeah.
Which is not something you often see on live Raw TV.
And then they just continue the match 3-on-2, and it's like, oh yeah, she's out of the match. Match continues.
Yeah. Liv is still in this thing somehow.
Wow, it looks like
They got to stretch it out,
yeah,
too.
that's what they're doing. It seems they need
Because you can't
action.
just have her sitting around waiting for Asuka for like 5 minutes.
Their Liv is pretty beat up. Like
I like that Asuka's just yelling in Japanese at Shayna right now. I don't know what she's saying, but it's badass.
It doesn't need to be long, but I just hope it's really stiff when they finally face each other.
Oh, it will be.
A lot of yelling.
Asuka's going bananas. I love it. Get her, Asuka. Asuka's my favorite. We all know Asuka's my favorite.
I love her YouTube channel.
Yeah, it's great.
They're both heels, though. I don't know how well the crowd will accept it. Oh, here we go.
I think the crowd's going to eat it up. They know who the
And
two baddest
Asuka's still
asses
beloved.
are. Oh, Liv Morgan is being suspended now. Shayna's sitting on the top rope, choking out Liv Morgan. Liv's feet are off the ground. She's getting choked. She's going to tap or just go to sleep. I think she's going to sleep. Oh, she's
Looks
going
like
to sleep.
she barely even has a choke in it on at this point.
Yeah.
Like she's holding hair.
Yeah. Liv went to sleep, so she's eliminated now. And Shayna's just standing there over Asuka's pod waiting for Asuka. At this point, do we really need the clock? Like, we know.
open it.
Like, couldn't you just open the pod? Do we have to wait?
Like, just speed it up, too. Just, do the countdown. Who cares about, like,
yeah,
the
could we
actual
do a
times?
work timer here? Like,
Yeah.
get this going already?
That was a good spot right there. Right in the pod with her head. Fantastic. Some good violence in this chamber match.
It's been all right. I still think the tag team chamber was better.
Yeah, but, I mean, they went above and beyond because they could do crazy spots. Here, this is just about physicality.
Nobody did anything compared to what Lindsay Dorado did.
I didn't expect them to, but they definitely brought their A game, a lot of them. Natty was just phenomenal. MVP of this one.
Yeah. Natty was great. There hasn't been much action, though. Like, Natty was there at the beginning, and then that was it.
There were
Patrick-
some good moments.
Patrick C. Hamilton checking in on the Super Chat. He wants to know, where's Rousey?
It's a good question.
I wouldn't be surprised if she showed up at some point at the end of this thing. Becky Lynch is watching backstage. Shayna's here. I don't know if Ronda is going to show up tonight, but I think Ronda will be at WrestleMania in some capacity.
Do you think that she's gonna be part of the storyline? Like she'll cut promos on Raw and
I think they might get her for a promo, but not in the building. Like, you know,
via satellite.
Via satellite, whatever. She'll be at her house and she'll do a promo talking about Becky and talking about how Shayna's gonna whoop on Becky at WrestleMania. I think we might see that from Ronda, and then at WrestleMania, I think we'll see Ronda.
Yeah, that seems about right. A promo at most, but I don't know if we'll see her.
Maybe a
live.
backstage face-off with Becky. Like Becky turns around, Ronda's like staring right at her, and the crowd goes, "Ah!"
Yeah, but I think we may even see more than that, where Ronda might even help Shayna beat Becky at Mania.
Wow.
I'm not expecting that, but
A little revenge
happen.
for last year.
if anything, play the
And if it's
music.
not the last match on the card, you could do that finish.
Of
Yeah.
course.
I think Ronda helping Shayna, I think Ronda being involved in the match at Mania makes a lot of sense.
Here we go.
So here comes Asuka. The timer is up. It's down to Asuka and Shayna. Asuka just escapes the pod. The pod's not
Kind of.
opening for some reason. There you go. They opened it.
I think the ref was scared.
The ref's like, hold on, Asuka.
Now they're breathing very heavily.
Asuka's ready.
Drooling
Shayna's ready.
almost. Looks like Asuka's drooling.
Here we go. It's Asuka and Shayna. Winner faces Becky at Mania. Shayna's got to win, right? I mean, at this point.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, it's just about making this look good.
yeah. So they've never wrestled before.
I have never seen them
As
wrestle.
far as we know, maybe
That's
they did
crazy.
a house show.
It's weird. I totally thought that they had wrestled each other in NXT, but we looked into it. It's like, oh no, they kind of missed each other. I really felt like they wrestled, but they've
Yeah.
never wrestled each other,
Not even on an NXT taping.
which is cool and kind of like, man, I'd like to see more. I hope we get to see more between these two because they're very good and their styles mesh very well together. So far, anyways, this is looking good. Nice knees from Shayna.
Double underhook.
I could see this on Raw. Backslide.
It's kind of a storm cutter that Shayna does. It's like a Will Ospreay finish. Oh!
Kind of clipped her.
Storm breaker, sorry.
Oh.
Oh, Asuka applying the Asuka lock on Shayna. Oh,
But
Shayna
no,
reverses. Applying the Shayna clutch. Oh, no, Asuka reverses into the Asuka lock again.
Oh.
That was nice.
Hooks in.
That was smooth. Let's go, Asuka.
Roll into the ropes, but there's no rope break.
No rope break. Shayna's rolling and rolling. Like
Keep
Fred Durst.
rolling.
Getting the chain.
Oh, she's trying to climb the cage to escape the lock.
I don't know if that will work, but okay.
Oh, it's kind of working. She's standing up.
Oh,
and
push her
she
in the-
bashes Asuka against the cage.
Okay.
Oh, it does. Oh.
Oh, just slamming Asuka to the steel.
My God.
That works.
Asuka's got to use the mist.
She's not done yet. Trying to break her arm now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, now selling. Wow.
Shayna Baszler, you know, she was fighting MMA back when there was no money in it. She's a real badass. She's a real fighter.
Oh, here we go.
I got a lot of respect for Shayna. I got a lot of time for her. Oh, Shayna's got her in her choke, but Asuka's
no
trying
pin.
to reverse it into a pin.
Shoulders up, though.
Shayna's shoulders up. Oh,
It's kind of just sloppy wrestling.
yeah,
right
that
there.
wasn't great. Shayna's kicks sometimes look, because she really pulls them in, sometimes they look terrible. Like that kick right there was like, that's a baby kick.
You know it's coming.
Yeah, I mean, but it didn't look like it made any kind of impact, you know?
Well, I mean, it's either kill
See,
or...
this is like it's almost like a Stormbreaker type.
What's her main background? Wrestler?
Catch wrestling.
Yeah.
I think it's over.
She's a Josh Barnett student, Billy Robinson, catch wrestling.
Okay. So not much of
She's
a
out. It's
never
over.
much of a striker.
She's a grappler.
Yeah.
Oh, she's got
She knows how to
Asuka in the
throw
choke.
kicks.
Asuka's going out. Asuka's
Yeah.
asleep.
Looks like Shayna's gonna win it.
Pretty much over.
And I think her feed just went out.
Oh,
Oh, no. Yeah, Asuka's asleep. It's over.
It's over.
with
There we go.
handled
Shayna-
with relative ease.
Shayna wins. Shayna's going to go to WrestleMania to face Becky Lynch. Shayna trying to get revenge for her buddy Ronda Rousey, who lost to Becky at WrestleMania last year.
That's nice.
I mean, we knew it was going to go down this way. I would have been shocked had it gone down any other way. Shayna's been feuding with Becky for a couple of months now, so you know that this match had to happen. This was just kind of, all right, let's get it over with.
Well, we got a nice surprise with Sami Zayn, so...
Yeah, Sami Zayn was a big surprise on the show. That was the only big surprise.
Yeah,
we kind of expected Taker to show up. He was supposed to be like, ooh, Taker, but it's like, yeah, well, he's got a thing with AJ. It kind of makes sense for him to show up here.
Right.
So Taker was cool that he showed up. Sami Zayn winning the Intercontinental Championship was the shocker of the night.
Good stuff, though.
Happy shocker.
I thought this pay-per-view was good, though.
Yeah, it was solid.
Everybody came to work hard.
Yeah. You know.
I'll give it a 6.
And, you know, no Roman, no Fiend, you know.
No Brock, no Goldberg.
I mean, it's not a bad thing. You know, if you have no Roman, no Fiend, you know, it's sort of star power, but also it's less lousy matches you have to sit through. No Corbin. No McIntyre.
That's a good point.
You know?
It's a very good point.
When you don't have Corbin and McIntyre, the show
Roman.
The show is a lot smoother.
I said Roman like 4 or 5 times now.
Well,
it
it does kind of speed things along, you know?
And make it more pleasant to watch.
Oh, she's pointing now.
Oh, Shayna is pointing at the sign. She's going to WrestleMania. Daniel Winston wants to know, just hit the super chat, wants to know if Jinder Mahal will have a match at WrestleMania, and is he still signed with Monday Night Raw?
He'll probably be at the Battle Royal.
I think Jinder will be in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, and he's going to debut a new look. Especially, I've heard that he is in like especially good shape now.
Really?
Wow.
Like
more than before.
Yeah, and he's got like a new look that he's working on. He might have new hair or a new beard or something. I don't know. Maybe tattoos, something. But apparently Jinder's got like a new look going for him, and he may be more jacked than ever. That's the latest I heard on Jinder. So he hasn't been around for a while, but I think he's going to be showing up. He'll either be in the Andre Battle Royal, or if they really want to do something with him,
Raw after Mania,
they bring him back in the Raw after Mania to do something. Like maybe confront Drew McIntyre. He might be Drew's first program as WWE champion.
3MB thing, you know.
And then Heath Slater could be the special guest referee, and we should be expected to care, you know, who...
Like the Riot Squad.
Whose side he's on.
Yeah, you guys
exactly like
you guys
Sarah
followed
Logan.
3MB in their ups and downs every week, and we wrote so many interesting storylines for them with dramatic changes and comedic flourishes that everyone remembers.
So I think Jinder will probably not have a match at Mania, but I think he'll probably come back soon after Mania and be pushed again. In a way, I think they'll do something with Jinder. He won't just be like the same Jinder he was when he left. I think when they bring him back, they're gonna do something with him.
They won't hinder him.
Apparently, he's like he's got a look going. There's something going on with Jinder.
Well, that's cool. I mean, if you reinvent yourself, you should be pushed.
That's
you worked
it.
hard on it, so
if you're trying hard, you know.
Yeah, sometimes it works.
Give it
So,
a shot, at least.
what do you give this pay-per-view? What do you guys give this pay-per-view out of 10? Johnny, did you say 6?
I did.
I'd say
What'd you give Revolution?
I think I gave that a 7.5.
And what'd you give Super Showdown?
6.5.
You thought this was... What?
Goldberg.
What?
Wait, what? Goldberg made it better?
Wait. You thought Super Showdown was better than this tonight?
Slightly.
Disagree strongly. More stuff happened at Super Showdown. It was more like, but it wasn't like good in any way. Tonight was actually good. We had good matches. There were matches tonight that were better than Super Showdown. I could name you several matches tonight that would have been match of the night at Super Showdown. Daniel Bryan, Drew Gulak, I think was the best match of the card tonight, but it would have been the best match at Super Showdown as well. That Elimination Chamber tag team match, had that been at Super Showdown, that would have been match of the night. Aleister Black and AJ Styles one-on-one, had that been at Super Showdown, that would have been match of the night. Even the Women's Elimination Chamber match, if that were at Super Showdown, that probably would have been match of the night.
Interesting.
Nakamura, Cesaro, and Sami Zayn against Braun Strowman probably would have been better than anything at Super Showdown. So I don't know what you're talking about here, Johnny. How are you giving Super Showdown 6.5 and this pay-per-view here tonight a 6? I'm giving this pay-per-view here tonight a solid 6.5 out of 10. I thought it was a good wrestling show. Not a lot of big things happening, but it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed the show, and we had some very solid matches. I don't think any match tonight... I think Daniel Bryan, Drew Gulak honestly could contend for a match of the year when it's all said and done in 2020, but I'm not sure if any match tonight will be match of the year. But I thought we saw some really good matches, and it was a solid effort. I don't think we had a bad match on the card, which is quite rare for a WWE show. I don't think anything was bad. Bryan and Gulak was great. Andrade and Humberto was good. Tag Team Chamber was good. Black and Styles was good. Profits, Rollins and Murphy was good. Nakamura, Cesaro, Zayn and Strowman was good. The Women's Chamber was good. Every match on this card was good. It was a solid effort from the WWE. I might even give this a 7. Like I'm leaning towards a 7 because everything was good. It wasn't this incredible wrestling show, blockbuster matches or anything like that, but I'm giving this thing, you know what? I'm giving it a solid 7. I thought it was a really good card, top to bottom. I gave Revolution like a, what, an 8.5? 8? I think I gave it an 8.
Yeah.
And this I'm going to give a solid 7. And I gave Super Showdown like a 3. That was terrible.
Yeah.
That was a terrible, terrible wrestling show. I don't understand how you are scoring it higher than this show here
weird.
tonight.
I told
it really,
you Goldberg.
Goldberg. That doesn't make any kind of sense.
No.
I know right now the Wrestling Uncensored universe is going completely bananas. They cannot believe that you were saying Super Showdown was better than Elimination Chamber here tonight. It was more blockbuster, but tonight was more solid as far as a wrestling show.
Better wrestling.
Sami
matches,
Zayn
but-
won the Intercontinental Championship. That's a better surprise to me than Goldberg winning the Universal title.
Yeah.
I don't want to see Goldberg win the Universal Championship. Sami becoming Intercontinental Champion, that's good. I'm happy with that. So
it's a different kind of surprise.
it's a better surprise. It's less earth-shattering as far
Right.
as pro wrestling,
Yeah.
but it's also better. Because now Sami may wrestle Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental Championship. That's good. What do we get out of Goldberg? Now he's going to wrestle Roman Reigns for the Universal title at WrestleMania.
Dream match.
That's no bueno. Dream match for who? You?
Spear versus spear. I keep telling you this. Everyone wants to see that match.
I'm booing you, John.
A lot of guys have spear. Edge has a spear.
Right?
I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. I'm seeing a lot of 7s. JC giving it a 7. Derek John giving it a 7. Bob Cote giving it a 7.
I give it a 7.
Derek John saying this is the best WWE pay-per-view in a long time. I agree. I thought this pay-per-view was very good tonight.
Well, the Survivor Series was pretty
I
good.
thought the Rumble was all right, too.
I like Survivor Series with all the NXT stars. I thought that was good.
That was in November, though.
Not that long ago.
What was wrong with the Rumble? Rumble was fun.
McIntyre winning kind of took the win
Okay,
out of
but
the
it was still a
sales.
great match, though. Brock, through most of that.
It was all right. But once Brock was out of the Rumble, it wasn't that good.
But that's half the Rumble. I mean, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and then the second half of the main event was not that good. So the end of the
Edge
show
came back.
Yeah, I mean
That was cool.
That was cool, but
cool.
expected.
Yeah, but cool. Who cares?
Yeah. But I don't know. Drew winning was kind of setting it up for kind of, I don't know. I didn't love it. Daniel Winston says 7 out of 10. Most people are agreeing with us. The Simon brothers in full effect. Giving you 7 out of 10 on this pay-per-view. Most people on the chat giving it a 7 out of 10. Mad Dog giving it an 8.5 out of 10.
Wow.
Some people really liking this show.
That's fair.
I thought this show was fantastic, man. The wrestling was very good. If you're looking for a good wrestling card, you got a good wrestling card. It lacked a little bit for build and story, and that's why it
Right.
didn't get a higher rating from me, right? The wrestling, great. The build and stories told, kind of non-existent. AEW Revolution did a way better job of that.
Well,
right?
almost in every category, I would say.
Yeah, AEW Revolution was incredible.
But it's still a good show.
It was. It was a good Elimination Chamber. We've had fun watching it with you. I think we're going to wrap this thing up. We're wrapping it up?
Sounds
Unless
about right.
more comments or no?
Well, we got a bunch of more comments. We got all sorts of comments. All sorts of... I mean, there's a lot, John. There's so many comments. I can't read everything. I can't, you know?
What's one that stands out?
If you hit up the Super Chat, you know, it's easier for me to see because then they're bigger. Like, it really does help because, like, there's a bunch of comments and it's hard for me to kind of keep it going and see all the... I can't read everything, you know?
It's been a long weekend for you.
It has been a very long weekend. We had a lot of shows. We had Ringside Report live on Thursday. Then we had Dave and Johnny live on Friday. Wrestling Uncensored dropped Saturday morning. We had the UFC 248 watch along last night. AJ and I were on YouTube here last night for nearly 4 hours.
Really 5 because daylight savings time.
Right, and then we sprung, like, as soon as we were done, it was about 2 a.m., and then as soon as 2 a.m. hit, it was 3 a.m., and I was like, what? What happened?
Stuff.
And then, tonight, right, for the Chamber. So,
Right.
yeah, it's been a long week. I can't read everything, but I appreciate everybody checking in. I see you all. Derek John. Derek John is old school. I know Derek John. I've met Derek John.
Couple times.
There's so many of you, have checked in throughout the years. You guys have been with us for so long. We appreciate you guys supporting us and being with the team and watching all the shows and, following us on Twitter and Instagram and all that kind of stuff. We really appreciate the support. Acme Tunes, another guy who I've met as well. Good man. He's given this one a 7 out of 10 as well. Bob Cote, JC, Daniel Winston, of course, my main man out in Texas. Who else was on this thing? A lot of people were checking in tonight.
No AJ. Surprising.
No, AJ, AJ's got a little baby. AJ had a long night too last night. AJ's probably sleeping.
I thought he was going clubbing. He said he was going clubbing.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Derek John, again, Patrick Hamilton, JC, if I didn't mention you, Guth Gone, Freddie Garcia, of course, my main
Freddie,
man.
cool.
Freddie was checking in. Everybody checking in tonight. Thank you for watching. Thank you for super chatting. Thank you for watching on YouTube. Thank you for watching on Facebook. We're going to be back for the next watch along. Our next wrestling watch along will be on April 5th. Antoinette, I see you. What's up, Antoinette? We love you, Antoinette.
Hey.
April 5th, our next WWE watch along will be
Granddaddy of them all.
WrestleMania.
Arg.
Hell of a party. That's going to be a 5-hour watch
And you know what? It's going to be a mega watch along. I want you all to be here with us. And AJ has said he's going to be here too. So it's going to be
crowded.
Johnny, me, AJ. This guy probably is going to be here. I mean, I can't imagine you not being here. It's WrestleMania,
WrestleMania.
brother. This is going to be a packed house for WrestleMania. And we're 4 weeks away from our next big WWE watch along, WrestleMania. The WrestleMania watch along.
It's going to smell in here.
It's just 4 weeks away. It's going to smell like passion and the
nachos.
It's going to smell like the granddaddy of them all. And nachos, yeah, because we're going to get some nachos. Maybe Fred will come and we'll get the raclette, so we'll really go full on, So I'm really excited about WrestleMania. The watch along coming up in 4 weeks' time. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're really excited. We're excited about all the things happening on the channel. We thank you very much for watching. We thank you for continuing to watch. RingsideReport.net is the website. Go there, like the video, subscribe, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. And when you do, click the bell so you get notified every time that we're on. Thank you, everybody, for watching. This has been the Elimination Chamber Watch Along. We love you big time.
Take it easy.
Good night.
Good night.